everybody. Welcome to the Paleo Pod, a podcast where we get down and dirty into the fascinating realm of paleontology. I'm your host, Dominic Howers, and today it is time to get into the wildest, craziest, and most groundbreaking fossil finds in paleontology news happening all around the globe. Be it dinosaurs you obsess over, fossils galore, or even tales of ancient mystery solving, this is your cue. So let's jump in. Now for our first story, we have a huge discovery that has been made in Wyoming. Scientists found what they believe is North America's oldest dinosaur. According to Newsweek, this dinosaur, called Pangaea protos, lived about 225 million years ago during the late Triassic period. That's 15 million years earlier than any other known dinosaur in North America. Now, what makes this find so exciting is that it challenges the idea that dinosaurs started in South America and spread to other places. Instead, it looks like dinosaurs may have appeared around the same time in different parts of the world. This fossil is also an amazing shape, which is helping scientists learn more about how early dinosaurs looked and evolved. For example, Pangaea protos was small and walked on two legs, but it's related to the giant four-legged sauropods like Brachiosaurus. This discovery is giving us a clearer picture of how dinosaurs grew and changed over time. Every time we find fossils like this, it changes what we thought we knew about dinosaurs. Who knows what else is waiting to be discovered? That's all for that segment. But for our next segment, we're going to dive headfirst into the ocean. Live science reported on a huge sea monster fossil found in a mine in Morocco. The fossil is from a Mosasaur, a giant marine reptile that ruled the seas about 66 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. At first, this find seemed amazing, but scientists noticed something strange. The fossil might not be what it seems. In Morocco, people sometimes piece together fossils from different animals to sell them to collectors. That might be the case here. And if it is, it makes it hard to figure out what this mosasaur really looked like. If the fossil is real, though, it could be one of the biggest and most dangerous mosasaurs ever found. These creatures were like giant underwater lizards with sharp teeth and strong jaws. They were the top predators of the ocean, hunting anything they wanted. This story shows why it's important to dig up and study fossils the right way. If fossils are tampered with or sold without records, scientists lose valuable information about ancient life. Now, for our third segment, we're going to head to the UK, where researchers have undiscovered nearly 200 dinosaur footprints along the stretch of the coastline in Wales. According to CNN, these footprints date back about 166 million years to the Jurassic period. The site has been nicknamed Dinosaur Highway because of the incredible number of tracks found there. The prints are incredibly diverse. There are small ones that look like they were made by bird-like dinosaurs, as well as massive tracks left by long-necked sauropods. This variety suggests that the area was a popular spot for dinosaurs, possibly because it provided access to food or water. Some of the footprints are arranged in straight lines, which hints that the dinosaurs might have been moving in groups or herds. Others show signs of running offerings or a rare glimpse into their behaviors. Scientists are using 3D scanning technology to preserve the site and study the tracks without damaging them. This discovery is special because it doesn't just tell you what dinosaurs looked like, it shows us how they lived, moved, and interacted with their environment. It's like a snapshot of the Jurassic life frozen in time. On to our fourth segment. Paleontologists in Argentina recently uncovered a site that contains dozens of ancient dinosaur eggs and nesting areas. These nests are believed to belong to a group of dinosaurs called titanosaurs, some of the largest creatures to ever walk the earth. What's fascinating about this site is that it shows evidence of nesting behaviors. The nests are clustered together, which suggests that titanosaurs may have laid their eggs in colonies, much like a modern bird or turtle. This is a big deal because it gives us insight into how dinosaurs cared for their young. The eggs themselves are about the size of a grapefruit and contain fossilized remains of embryos. The scientists are studying the embryos to learn more about how titanosaurs developed before hatching. They even found evidence of eggshells with tiny pores, which would have allowed oxygen to pass through. Another clue about how these creatures adapted to their environment. This discovery adds to a growing body of evidence that dinosaurs weren't just solitary creatures. They had complex social behaviors and reproductive strategies. It's another piece of the puzzle in understanding how these giants lived millions of years ago. Moving over to our fifth segment, China continues to be a hotspot for incredible fossil discoveries, especially feathered dinosaurs. Recently, paleontologists uncovered a new species of dromaeosaur, a close relative of Velociraptor, that had long bird-like feathers. This dinosaur, found in Liaoning province, lived about 120 million years ago, during the early Cretaceous period. What's so exciting about this find is how well preserved the feathers are. They show details like barbs and veins, similar to modern bird feathers. Scientists believe that these feathers weren't used for flight, but possibly for insulation or display, like peacocks today. This discovery adds more evidence to the connection between dinosaurs and birds. It reminds us that not all dinosaurs were scaly monsters. Some were fluffy and feathered, making them even more fascinating. Our next segment brings us to Canada, where researchers have discovered a treasure trove of Ice Age fossils in a sinkhole near Ontario. While not technically dinosaurs, these fossils date back to about 12,000 years ago and include remains of mammoths, giant beavers, and saber-toothed cats. What's unique about this site is how the fossils were preserved. In such great condition, the cold environment slowed down decay, allowing researchers to find intact bones, teeth, and even some plant material. These fossils give scientists a clearer picture of what life was like during the Ice Age. They're also helping researchers understand how climate change at the end of the Ice Age impacted large mammals and their ecosystems. On to our next segment. Imagine finding a dinosaur tail perfectly preserved in amber. That's exactly what scientists discovered in Myanmar a few years ago. But it's still making waves in paleontology news. As researchers analyze it further, the tail, which belonged to a small dinosaur about the size of a sparrow, is covered in feathers and is over 99 million years old. The amber preserved not just the tail's shape, but also the tiny details of its feathers. Scientists can even see pigments suggesting the feathers were brown and white. This incredible discovery gives us a better idea of how dinosaurs evolved feathers and how they might have looked in real life. Amber fossils like this are incredibly rare. but provide a unique glimpse into the past, capturing moments of prehistoric life frozen in time. On to our final segment. In southern Chile, paleontologists recently announced the discovery of a new species of armored dinosaur. This ankylosaur-like creature named Stegosaurus elengasson, hope I'm saying that right, I don't know if I am, lived about 72 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. What makes this dinosaur stand out is its unusual tail. Instead of the typical club-shaped tail seen in other armored dinosaurs, Stegosaurus had a flat blade-like structure that looked like an ancient weapon. Scientists believe it might have used this tail for defense or even fights with predators. This find is also exciting because it's the first of its kind discovered in the southern hemisphere, showing that armored dinosaurs were more widespread than previously thought. It's a reminder that there's still so much to learn about the diversity of dinosaurs and how they adapted to different environments. Now, before we wrap it all up, let's do a quick review of all the fascinating stories we covered today. First, we talked about North America's oldest dinosaur, Panthea protos, discovered in Wyoming. This 225 million year old find challenges the long-held belief that dinosaurs originated in just one region, suggesting they might have evolved in multiple places simultaneously. Next, we explore the giant marine predator from Morocco, a Mosasaur fossil shrouded in controversy. While it might be one of the largest of its kind, questions about fossil tampering remind us how crucial ethical practices are in paleontology. Then we walked along Dinosaur Highway in Wales, where nearly 200 Jurassic footprints give us a rare glimpse into the lives and behaviors of dinosaurs that roamed there 166 million years ago. We also traveled to Argentina, where a dinosaur nesting site revealed titanosaurs laid their eggs in colonies, offering a peek into social and reproductive behaviors. After that, we marveled at the feathered dinosaurs from China, with fossils showing intricate details of feathers that further connect dinosaurs and modern birds. In Canada, we explored an Ice Age fossil site full of mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and giant beavers, preserved in amazing condition, thanks to the cold climate, of course. From there, we went to Myanmar, where a 99 million year old dinosaur tail, preserved in amber, is giving scientists a vivid picture of early feathers and even pigmentation. Finally, we looked at Stegosaurus elengasson from Chile, an armored dinosaur with a bizarre blade-like tail that adds to our understanding of how dinosaur diversity was in the southern hemisphere. Each of these discoveries tells a unique part of Earth's ancient story, reminding us that there's always more to uncover about the creatures and ecosystems that came before us. That's it for today's dive into paleontology. Thanks for tuning in, and always stay curious. There's still so much more to discover. And I'm your host, Dominic Allers, and keep digging, and I'll see you next time.